Good morning. Today we're often joined by Vernus and Mary Ann Blair, joining us from Higher Level Fitness. This time it's Vernus Blair the third, the cuter one of the Vernuses, and we're talking a little bit about whole foods and whole foods for your baby. First off, thanks for letting me hold on to this precious guy. He is super adorable. How do I work? First, let's qualify for people. What exactly are whole foods?
Whole foods are basically one ingredient items. So you're taking a look at foods for their freshness, their consistency, pretty much in its natural state as much as possible.
And it's got all the best stuff that's normally in there with none of the bad stuff taken, none of the good stuff taken out, no bad stuff put in. Yeah. So how do we do that when it comes to feeding little guys, handsome guys like Vernus Blair III?
Well, basically one of the benefits of feeding your baby wholesome, clean foods is you want to prevent childhood obesity, of course. You have the choice of choosing the foods that you want. So you can choose the type of ripeness, the consistency of how to make the food, whether or not you want to choose organic. Another benefit is...
He agrees, by the way.
Yes, he does. Another benefit is the cost. So again, we don't have to buy any extra food. He just eats what we eat, so we just make the same food at the same time we make our own food.
We just got to change up the way it's delivered, which is why the blender comes in so handy.
Yeah, now there's different types of equipment that you can use. People can go as far as buying the baby bullet, so that has everything from the container to the labels to the blender and the different types. But basically you can have different types of equipment. Really all you need is an ice cube tray, something that's going to mash the food, so that's a baby bullet, a blender, and
just as easy as a fork.
Yeah, just as easy as a fork. You want to get some Ziploc bags and pretty much just the marker.
Okay, so I take my stuff, I cook it or don't cook it depending on how it goes. You know, if I'm doing my yams or sweet potatoes, cook them up real good, mash them up, and then freeze them in the ice cube trays. How long can I leave them frozen then for?
You can leave them for as long as 3 months. Ideally, you want to use them within a month. So usually what I do, you can pretty much prepare food in as little as an hour. So like I said, with an avocado and a banana, you just cut it up, mash it, and you feed the baby. So that's easy. You don't have to freeze it. You don't have to put that in the freezer. Something like a sweet potato, the easiest thing that I do is I'll just wrap it up in foil, drizzle it with some olive oil, and then just throw it in the oven for an hour, and then mash it up and put it in the ice cube tray and put it in the freezer.
Bake it real good and you're good to go.
Yeah.
And one of the great things parents may not, or people who aren't parents won't realize, is that kids aren't fussy at this point. So he'll go sweet potatoes, he'll have the avocado. Even then when you get to like the 5s and the 8-year-olds and they start deciding that thing looks weird, they're not going to.
Yeah, and pretty much what they've shown is that the earlier you start feeding babies whole food, the choices of food that they choose later on is the same thing. So their palates are a little bit different. They'll choose more nutrition over convenience foods. So the earlier you feed them different types of flavors here, then the better.
That's an excellent point. You know, it's not only a chance to give them some great food and help them get healthy stuff, and make things easier on mom and dad, but also to teach them early on about the importance of eating healthy. I know you're going to get that lesson.
Yeah.
Your baby could be this handsome. I don't know if he likes me or not. He seems kind of, I take him or leave him, this weird guy. We'll put all the information on Higher Level Fitness on breakfasttelevision.ca. Coming up, we got some more help for you parents as well, as we're going to talk to a parenting expert, Allison Schaefer. Do you know Allison? Have you read her books? No? That's unfortunate. They're very good. We'll give you a free copy so you can read one. Is that cool? Yes, exactly. We've got Allison Schaefer, parenting expert, coming in to answer your questions coming up on BT.